All right, now when you take your vehicle out of the box, there's something I want you to do before you do anything else. Now, if your vehicle's a pull start, you're going to want to grab a hold of that pull start and start yanking on it. I know my first vehicle, that's what I wanted to do. If you have an auto start, you want to turn over the engine, push the button. Don't do it. Don't push the button. Don't pull the pull start until you've done this. Take your 6-way wrench, remove the glow plug. Okay? Take the metal guard and put in 2, no more than 3 drops right down the glow plug hole. And what this does, it immediately gets a protective film of oil in between the piston and the sleeve. Very, very important. Then put the glow plug back. After you've done that, it's a lot safer to turn over the motor because you've got the protection of the oil. Please do that first, okay? Okay, now that we've got a little oil inside the motor and it's protected, here's the next thing I want you to do. These things are built by human beings at a factory. And people aren't perfect, so I want you to go over the whole truck and check all the screws, whether they're Phillips head or they're Allen screws, especially the motor mount, which is right in here on this truck. Make sure they're nice and tight, because if they loosen up while you're running the vehicle, you're going to lose it in the dirt and you're going to have to go back to the hobby shop and buy new screws, and you could possibly damage something. So go over the entire vehicle, make sure every single screw is snugged up. Don't over tighten it, just snug it up good. Alright, now over the years I've come across what is known as the stubborn antenna tube. Some companies give you an antenna tube that is a little tight. It's hollow and the antenna fits inside the tube. And some of them go right through, but others you thread it up and you think you're going to get it through and it gets right to here and then it jams. Very frustrating. The first thing you do is take the antenna and stretch it out a few times. That always helps. The next thing, take a little talcum powder and coat the entire antenna, just a very thin layer of it. It acts like a dry lubricant. Take your tube and it slides right through. And this one is a pretty tight fit. And look, right through, no problem. It's a little trick, make your RC life easier. Alright, now depending on the vehicle you've purchased, you might have to glue the tires onto the rims. Some manufacturers, however, do this at the factory and you don't have to worry about it. Alright, but if your vehicle needs to have the tires glued to the rims, we have the perfect glue in the Megatech Completer Pack, complete with its self-sealing cap. Now the trick is here, use a little bit of glue. Oh yeah, by the way, some people do this procedure with the tires mounted on the vehicle. I prefer to do it with the tire away from the vehicle. I think you can do a better, neater job. Alright, trick is here, use a little bit of glue, 1 drop. Start with 1 drop and pull the sidewall back so it gets down in to that joint, right in between the tire and the rim. You want the glue to get down in there to really glue that bead into the rim. Usually it takes about 3 drops with a tire this size, no more. Now you can see, because of capillary attraction, the glue wicks its way around by itself. That's why I'm turning it. And it kind of just gets in there if you turn it and push the sidewall back. And after it's all dry, you can check and make sure that it's glued in every point. And if it isn't, that's okay. Just put another drop of glue where it isn't, and then it is. Then do the same procedure on the other side of the rim. Do the same thing for all the rest of the tires, and you're done. That'll keep the tires there when you're racing, and that's what you want.